All right, welcome everybody back to the Zoarc Podcast. We're going to go through a mini little interview with Noah Fant today. So the purpose of the Zoarc Podcast is to spread the message of Zoarc, which is fitness, health, athletics, and positivity. So I just want to thank Noah for coming on the show. And so a little bit of background on Noah. He is a football player, just got done with his college career at the University of Iowa, and is now training for the NFL. So thanks again, Noah, for coming on.
No problem.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the things that you did growing up to kind of get to where you're at, and how you got into sports and everything.
Yeah, so obviously as a little kid, I started playing like basketball when I was 6. I think I started playing football when I was 8. I looked up to my brother. My brother played sports, and I just watched him do it all the time. So thought I would get into it, and kind of got into playing and stuff, and ended up loving it, and just honestly just kept working hard and just kept getting after it every chance I could, and things started to play themselves out to where I had the opportunity to play college sports. So
yeah, and on your Instagram, I noticed that you always have a lot of positive messages and things like that. You have a lot of belief in what you're doing. What are your core values that you think about, whether it's going through sports or even just going through life?
Yeah, so I got about 3 main core values. It's God, family, and sports. And then obviously I say God first, and that's a big part in my family is religion and things like that. And then also just my family. I have quite a few posts on my Instagram about my family, and those are the people that rely on the most, and that have done a great job of just keeping me on the right path and things like that. And I think that's important. That's my main message out there. Just to try to get that message out there to stay on the right path and do the right thing, and use those people around you that are trying to help you just to stay on the right path, and use those people to keep you going in the right direction, and really realize where all your help comes from. So.
And you mentioned all of the help and the things that you do to kind of stay on that right path. Have you hit any adversity on that path along the way, and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, there's definitely been adversity, ever since I, middle school of, playing, and it comes with the part of the game. And, being a multi-sport athlete, I was in sports all throughout the year. So the adversity strikes at many different times. But for me, the best way to get through it, was talking with my family and talking with mainly my brother and my dad about just things that I could do, things that I can improve, and things like that. I'm super close with both those guys, and it's just one of those things you just work through, and you have to have a good work ethic to keep pushing forwards.
Yeah. So you're heading into your NFL Combine and things like that. Everything's coming up. What are some things that you do on a daily basis to just take care of your body and to take your physical abilities to the next level?
Yeah. So on a daily basis, I try to stay stretching, or I try to take advantage of ice and hot tubs. I'm sorry, just to make sure my overall body health kind of stays intact, my joints stay feeling good, my muscles stay feeling good, and things like that. I usually try to get a couple massages, to probably a couple per month. I try to do once a week, but so just little things I invest in to try to keep my body healthy and things like that. And obviously also working out is a big part of that also. Keeping your body strong, keep your body healthy. So those are the biggest things that I try to do.
Definitely. So with Zoarc, the meaning behind it actually means maintaining life. And after every single interview, I always ask everybody that I'm interviewing what that means to them and how they would actually define that. So what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I would say maintaining life basically means to me, doing the things you love and being happy while doing them. Obviously, that's a big part of life. That's a big part of living life to its fullest, is being happy what you're doing and love what you're doing. So that's a big part of what I try to do, and that I love what I'm doing. So that's definitely a big supporter of the Zoarc and its meaning. So.
Yeah, that's a great way to answer it. And I just want to acknowledge you for everything that you're doing, staying on that right path, and doing everything that you do in a positive manner. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate your support for Zoarc, and want to thank you again for coming on. So
thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.